The year is 2113. Earth can be described as an ostensible wasteland where the human race has seen its existence put at risk. Nuclear waste lies in improperly secured lands, littered on the roadsides and in the alleys of formerly populated cities. Exposure to the radioactivity is globally inevitable. The previous setting may seem to be an exaggerated consequence of the mismanagement of nuclear waste, except that who knows what will happen during the next century. Most people have little or no knowledge about nuclear waste. Furthermore, we should know that the disposal of this type of waste has become an issue that affects environmental, technological, and social aspects of our planet. We are not only the ones concerned, as radiation has a long-term impact on a likewise time frame. It is common knowledge that extensive exposure to radioactive radiation is detrimental to human health, but this awareness is limited. Understanding the strength of radiation through scientific explanation can certainly raise awareness within society. Nuclear energy is mostly government regulated to assure that similar technology does not intervene with human health. Reactors that run on nuclear fuels are used in many domains, predominantly in the fields of research and medicine. Used reactor fuels constitute most of what we consider to be nuclear waste. Nonetheless, some medical and industrial sources can have radioactive properties. Radiation is the result of two complicated natural chemical processes. One type of emission results from uranium atoms that are partially fissured, namely fissure fragments. The other due to uranium atoms that have absorbed a neutron and failed to split. Later discussion will be described two ways to store the nuclear waste. There exists a short-term storage method and a long-term storage method. Once fuel has been discharged, it is commonly in a compact and stable form. Its stability allows storage in water. The short-term storage, also known as interim storage, involves a process by which the nuclear waste is kept on site in deep water pools. The water allows for cooling and shielding for the radiation. It is known that toxicity and radioactivity waste will dissipate over time by such storage methods. However, it is also known 1 year after discharge, a couple of minutes of exposure at a 30-centimeter distance from an unshielded used fuel will be lethal. Furthermore, following Japan's earthquake during which Fukushima's power plant was affected with meltdown, there is yet more concern regarding the safety and interim storage. Geological aspects of the Earth undergo constant change, and the minimum shielding methods that are used during interim storage are questionable. That is why a long-term storage method was developed, namely long-term management. This type of storage can be referred to as a permanent storage method for nuclear waste. Long-term management can be given better reliability for the isolation process of higher-level nuclear waste. Many countries, including Canada, have been planning on making use of the permanent storage method previously mentioned. The concept suggests deep underground storage where surveillance is not necessary and the safety of the environment is assured for thousands of years. This approach would allow minimum surveillance but definitive protection for man and the biosphere. As we could imagine, long-term storage is related to a large cost. In the United States and in Canada, the management of nuclear waste is no longer a problem related to technology, but one related to politics. In December 1998, the Nuclear Fuel Waste Act was released as a response to the deep geological storage methods. The reply made it clear that the concept was safe and the technology was realistic, though they concluded that the method was not socially acceptable for Canada. Instead, the Nuclear Waste Management Organization was forced to choose among other concepts. Moreover, public participation to the process was obligatory due to the elevated costs. In 1982, the Nuclear Waste Policy Act was released in the United States, supporting the use of deep geological storage. The Department of Energy was assigned the duty to choose an appropriate site and was obliged to ensure general environmental safety. A repository site was proposed located in the Nevada desert. Billions in dollars were expected for the completion of the project. After almost 2 decades of work, the Yucca Mountain project is about to be cancelled. The most influential politicians of the United States have settled to make massive budget cuts every year. At this rate, the solution for the long-term nuclear waste storage in the USA will be abandoned. The year is 2113. Pollution is unspoken of as the green color unites all of mankind. Trees and plants embellish the streets of even the largest cities of the world. Industries cautiously manage their radioactive waste in highly advanced methods. Future generations are promised a safe environment to prosper in. The scenery describes an Earth that we should all dream about. However, pressing changes need to be made in the present day for this type of outcome. As modern technology makes use of nuclear machinery, the waste will be accumulating at an amplified rate. Social involvement and understanding of this domain is primordial if right decisions are to be made. Public involvement will certainly urge political effort, and measures will be taken to bring forth appropriate waste management programs.